afternoon, everybody. How's everybody's day going? Hope it is going well for you. Here in northern England, we've been hit by another bit of a heat wave. Hey, Cronimus, how you doing? So we are looking at moving into hottish and sticky-ish weather. Hopefully not as bad as it was a week or so ago. This is due to last, I don't know how long actually. It reminds me a bit of the summer of '76, but I think that actually got hotter. I was actually sent home from school in '76 because it got to 100 degrees Fahrenheit at school and they sent us all home. So, what am I doing today? First of all, I'm just going to check and make sure that my setup is the one that I want. Is that the one that I want? Yes, I guess so. And is that the one I want? Yep, I think so. Well, that's air conditioning. I don't know if schools have air conditioning. Yeah, no AC here either. Okay, this I did want to try out. This is slightly less dedicated to the critical in favor of a bit more damage up front. So I do want to try that. And I got turned on to Bright Purity, which I think I already owned. So I just want to give that a bit of a bash, unless, of course, Duviri is letting me play as Titania Prime, which we'll find out in a second. No, that's fine. Check in a few minutes. So what we'll do is we will take its nibs here. Interception really isn't his thing. Okay, this is my usual testing zone. Sorry? Did I make a spelling mistake somewhere? Oh yeah, we are still doing red criticals with the extra damage. And apparently it does something with the new logo symbol on the side there, I'm curious to see. Well, it's certainly no less effective. Ah, no, it's Bright Purity. I'm also trying to get his gun carter sorted out in my head so that I can do both without actually slowing down too much. Whoops, forgot that one. Well, okay, I can drop a few. I can drop a few critical chances in favor of... Oh, I missed that. Certainly gives me a bit more flexibility, rather than just going for the absolute red criticals all the time. But it could have been Blight Purity, now that I think about it. That would make sense. The other thing I want to try is putting Secondary Fortitude on. Yeah, it doesn't flow so well for me. I've got to think about it. I need to... Yeah, Blight Purity, given that I think what happens is you fill it up and you get a poison attack or something. That would actually not be inappropriate. I'm not sure what I'm really learning from this, except that I can drop a few critical points and still in favor of something else.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Oh.
You are a waste and must be erased.
And all of a sudden I've got 2,000 Overguard. Certainly works when you've got the opportunity. Oh yes, yes. Very much so. Is it? It shouldn't be. That's really weird. I got absolutely nowhere. Okay, I can tell you that for me at least, the audio is synced with the video that's on the OBS screen, because I actually have to listen to the game because I actually have to listen to the game through the streaming computer. And I haven't changed my setup in any way, shape or form. No, I can actually confirm that at least on OBS everything is synced just fine in principle. It looks like it is. Yeah, it is. I can even watch my lips move at the same time.
Ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. We're done here. The extraction team will take over time to evacuate.
I can't actually listen to it at the same time without everybody getting very weird effects because the microphone would then pick up the audio from that. So I am wondering if we don't have dropped frames.
There's a buzz in fortune. Something's changing. Something's growing. In the basement below the basement. And that's something.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything obvious. You are on Twitch. I wonder if it's a Twitch issue. It wouldn't be likely because the same... Yeah. I would be curious. The thing is, would have no idea how to, if it is a problem that I've somehow picked up. Well, that's what I mean. To OBS, everything's the same. You know, it's got a scene that's been assembled of the gameplay and of the camera, and that seems to be. Oh, hang on a second. No.
Operator,
There is a bit of a
will you begin another
latency issue. But that's actually the capture card, I think. You're not supposed to have a latency. Oh, mind you, it's being processed through OBS, so yeah, there would be a bit of a change. Switch there. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be. Now, as far as I can ascertain, looking at... No, okay. I'm checking my audio input at the moment. When I talk, the audio input actually reduces the gain volume through a ducking filter, and that is actually responding exactly as it should. So I can see the microphone increase in volume when I talk, and at the same time the audio input capture drops because of the ducking filter. And that's occurring in... Yeah, that's immediate. And it doesn't seem to be out of sync, at least not as far as OBS is concerned. I can't necessarily tell on anything else. Everything else looks okay, but I can't listen to it and do this at the same time, which is a bit of a problem. I would have to do something like a private stream and then... Oh, that's really weird. Game audio is ahead of game video. Okay, that's something I'm going to have to investigate. I don't think there's anything I can do about it right now, short of... Let's see. Yeah, because it's synced for me. The game and the audio. Does appear to be synced. Okay, I will have to pay attention. All right. Okay, so that seems to work. It almost doesn't matter which of those I use. Let's switch to Titania. Oh, okay, thanks. I'll take a look. Actually, I can do that right now. Oh, that's interesting. Right-click any source in the mixer and select properties. All right. Actually, I can do that. Where is it? Ah. The problem is the capture card is the same thing doing the audio and video capture. So that would be capture card inputs. And that is for that. Oh, hang on. Audio input capture. Here we go. I don't actually have a lot of options. Because the audio input capture is coming in through the capture card. Use device timestamps. There is... The only thing that's in there is enable down mixing. And I've got actually no idea what that is. What is enable down mixing in OBS? No, enable down mixing takes a multi-channel audio input, like a single, and blends or copies it so that it plays out evenly across both the right and left stereo speakers. So that's actually for yeah, that's for single channel mono microphone. I can disable it. Okay. Let's see. Well, that's about the only thing I can actually change, to be honest. There is no advanced options there. There's no advanced options. Excuse me. Unless it's for the Blue Yeti. No, that does the same thing. I don't have a huge number of options. Okay, I've disabled down mixing. Oh, actually, for the Blue Yeti, I do want to have down mixing on. But for audio input capture, I should not. It's interesting. I don't see an option saying use device timestamps. I have not seen that one. Hang on a second. Apologies for everybody, see, but we are now doing the technical aspects of streaming. You think this is bad, you ought to see some people's problems they get. That's really quite OBS. What is it? Use device timestamps. Use device timestamps. Where is that? Oh, that's Windows only. Audio mixer. Okay, hang on. So Windows only audio source property. So I don't actually have it. Select properties. No. Not seeing anything there. Unless it's the sync offset. But you're telling me it's the audio input. Ah. I wonder if it is. No, it's not, because to me, you see, I'm not hearing any sync offset. How weird. Show hidden sources. No. Advanced audio properties. No, that's what I was just looking at. Okay, that's something I'm going to have to fiddle with. Do a test recording. Is how much of an offset is there? I mean, is it seconds or milliseconds?
All set. Service.
Right. So here's secondary fortifier on headshots or max damage. We'll do it with max damage. It's not really max damage, but you know what I mean. It's about as good as I get. Okay, so 250 milliseconds. The funny thing is, and it's okay. That might actually be something I can work with, but I would have to stop the stream to fix it. I can't do it right now. That's literally go back later and I haven't changed anything. Well, except down mixing. Maybe you know, it could be a restream thing. That, don't forget, you see, to stream to both Twitch and YouTube, I go through a website called Restream, and Restream sorts it. But basically does the streaming. So it's possible it's doing it. That I have literally no control over. I wouldn't have thought so, no. No, I mean, that's the daft thing. Whereas, yeah, direct input for this, maybe it was the down mixing. Who knows? Okay, I'm not too worried about dashing off to do this then. I don't have my Styanics anymore. I fed it to the helmet. Alright, what have we got? Defense. Let's take Titania for a defense run. Thank you very much for pointing that out. It's something I will have to be aware of. Where are we going? Okay, thought for a second I couldn't hear anything. Yeah, that's one way of getting Overguard on Titania. That definitely works. Okay, alright. I wonder if it was the down mixing that caused it. Because that's the one change I did make. Well, thanks very much for your observations there, Acronimus. Very kind of you. Well, this is definitely one way of getting Overguard on a Titania, I'll tell you that.
This test has only just begun.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
There we go. Maximum Overguard on Titania Prime. Is it worth doing? Well, obviously, yes, it's worth doing, but does it actually? Well, it's taking everything down fast enough. I wonder how it would work with a headshot configuration. The secondary deadhead does give you some pretty worthwhile bonuses. So is it secondary deadhead?
Your potential blossoms. Continue the arbitration.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Yeah, that's getting a little bit labored. I'm gonna have to try this with headshots set up. Pistol acuity. Let's see whether the headshots won't work as well, because I wouldn't have primary deadhead, secondary deadhead on. Secondary deadhead? Primary deadhead? Can't remember. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, actually, I forgot. Secondary Fortified does do more damage against the Overguard. Other things Overguard, so that's interesting. What about that? Okay, it's official. So I'm mildly curious, Acronymus. What do you think of today's thumbnail? I just found myself wondering if I could get it configured to make an Excalibur Umbra look like he's reading Machiavelli's The Prince. To be something weird with the controls. Oh, okay. What do you mean, not eligible due to inactivity?
Fighting. Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Cheeky bastard thing! I've seen this before, where it does something like that. Okay, so that's definitely a way of getting Overguard. Alright, let's try with headshots. So what I'm losing here is let's see, secondary deadhead. Here we go. 120% damage for 24 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, plus 30% to headshot multiplier, minus 50% recoil. That's almost a shame to lose it in favor of getting Overguard. So the question is, does pistol acuity kind of fix it? Compensate? Does it make it so that it's not really necessary? I don't mind taking less damage if I've got a way of getting a little bit of protection. Let's give it a bash, just for the fun of it. So we can't do that anytime soon. When's the next one up? Matter.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Actually, I forgot one thing. Get my 60% bonus from... It's not really a viable comparison, is it really? Yeah, definitely works, but this is... You know, I could probably run this without actually firing a shot. Not really a viable comparison, to be honest. Now I'm starting to wonder how far you can go in the game just using razor flies. Oh no, they take that down. And this is what, level 30? Yeah, look at this. I almost don't have to fire a shot. It's kind of funny.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Well, now this has become a case of... Oh, that's cheating, Phoebe. Since when did they change the difficulty on this? I swear this is the easiest I've ever run this solo.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle
Now I'm curious. How far can I go
continue to
with
defend.
Titania solo on this?
For your bravery.
How many times have I run Titania on Belenus and never really noticed that she really does make it quite easy? I mean, not that Belenus is exactly difficult, but... Now I want to try this on Duviri. See how it helps with that. This specific setup.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to
That's kind of
leave now
amusing.
or continue fighting? Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Don't think I would have been able to do that with anything else. 46 headshots out of 223 is what, 20-something odd percent?
It's early where Nora is, and as she wipes the sleep.
That's better than my usual before I went with pistol acuity. Alright, one more thing. Said I wanted to see if I could, how Gauss would work. So let's get rid of that.
Well put together.
Pop on.
Get out there and
Cut down the...
make the Lotus proud.
Whichever is my default for this. I don't remember Hornet Strike being there. Hang on a second. What? Oh, silly me. Right. Okay. Sorry. I was having a moment there. And I've got that config. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, config A. Yes, okay, that's the right one. And then Prisma Scanner. Why was it? I am getting very confused. This is irritating. Why is it saying 8.2 by? Anyway, that's the one I want.
Oh, sorry. Artists will Play with the volume.
I would need to... Okay, that's a minor problem. For this to really work, you need Naramon. And the rest of it should work okay. Let's give that a try. Yeah, you know what? Just for fun. Let's go and run him on Mott.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
You know, it's actually possible that this thing has higher criticals, critical damage because of this Warframe shard setup. Well, it certainly works as well, it seems. Yeah, works about the same. Maybe slightly better.
Life support on the way.
Because he's got something like... oh, grief. He's got 2 plus 37.5% critical melee damage. Definitely works. I can't complain about it.
Delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh dear. You know, I hate to say it, but it almost looks like anything Excalibur Umbra can do, Gauss can do better. Because he's faster, he's got more health, no, more shields. I don't know if he's got better armor, I can't remember what his armor setting is.
Additional life support has arrived.
Show me you've learned.
and desecrate the sacred realm. Tenno use their keys, but they are mere trespassers. Only I, or know the true power of the blade. Now I will stop them. Now I am changed. Reborn through the energy of the youngest key. Forever bound to the void. Let it be known, if the Tenno wants true salvation, they will lay down their arms and wait for the baptism of my youngest key. The Tenno are lost, and they will...
No, don't think so. I think you can shut up now.
will cleanse this place of their impurity.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you are ready, go.
Mental note to self, when you're trying to shoot something you're trying to steal Overguard from, don't stop moving. Otherwise you'll just... I think you actually do get Cyanics parts of this. I can't remember which ones, if I ever knew. But I probably knew, but wasn't paying enough attention to memorize it. Yeah, I need to get somewhat better at shooting on the fly.
just found. They could not do this without you.
Definitely need to work on that don't stop moving when you're shooting thing. Which actually means I get less opportunity with the Gauss than I do for Excalibur Umbra, because of course Excalibur Umbra is moving at about half the speed. Wonderful. And now I'm gonna leave. Oh, I hate that. I truly do. Lost all my combo multipliers. And I know, we found out. I didn't really notice that until yesterday, nearly a year of gameplay, and I hadn't really paid much attention to combo multipliers, if you can believe it.
the more successful we will be.
Well, this is almost getting tedious. This is... I mean, to be honest with you, Gauss doesn't really need Overguard a lot of the time. I mean, it's always nice to have. And finding a new way to fight is always handy. If I can get it down pat. But a Gauss with adaptation and fast deflection, which of course is what I have, is notoriously hard to kill anyway. Unless somebody brings toxin damage, but then that affects everybody. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get used to that whole don't stop shooting just because you found a target. Don't stop moving just because you found a target. Just stick out. Shoot at. And that was a bit pointless. Well, looks like I'm all on my own some. No, this is getting tedious. I'll give it 20 minutes and then head for the exits.
this bounty. Hold out.
Alright, where's the exits? Oh, right there. About that. Okay, so yeah.
Excellent work.
Same setup that works with Excalibur Umbra works just as well with Gauss, except that Gauss is arguably better. What do we get? Shipping, really? I mean, in a way, I've just said, hey, you know what, you don't really need Excalibur Umbra. Except I'm not going to give it up. Oh, that's right, Athabai. Yeah, I still want one of those. What is the armor on this thing? Oh, 724, yeah. I mean, actually, the only, in terms of just base, pure stats, the one area where he does exceed Excalibur Umbra is shield. Health and armor, he's not actually as good. But sprint speed, of course. Is sprint speed only 2.4? That's awfully slow. Oh, yeah. I obviously... Okay. I used to have this setup to be considerably faster. Yeah, like up in those ranges, and faster than that. I obviously just I can't remember making the decision. I obviously decided at some point, you know what, the whole thing about just going as fast as possible is a bit dark. 2.4 is fine. And if I want more speed, actually, I could stick on, well, I could put on the Praedos, something like that. And there's not much point in my doing that. So I may have matured just a little bit. And so I, instead of having insisting on a Gauss Prime that has a top speed of 3.3 or 3.0 depending on configuration, actually get it higher than 3.3, but still.
Oh, sorry. Artists will play with the volume off.
Okay, but as a configuration, yeah, like I say, it's as good as Excalibur Umbra, arguably better, because yeah, 37.5% melee critical times 2, plus another 25% melee critical when max energy is over 500, which is almost all the time. And the only reason his armor's as good as it is because he's got that on, whereas oh, actually, he's got the same 2 there, so his... Yeah. I still like the look of him, so I'm going to continue playing him. And he does have the fun bit of an Exalted Umbra Blade, but honestly, I don't need it. Not with Prisma Scanner on them. Right. I am going to take temporary break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll see you in a bit. Well, like I say, in a couple of minutes. What am I doing? It's either going to be Duviri or Perita Rebellion, I guess. Oh, we might as well go with this. Uriel is always fun. And I just need to get to here at the very least. Even though I don't actually have... Do I have one of those? No, I don't have an Anku. And I definitely don't have a Boar Ink. Or Boar Prime. Boar Prime is vaulted too. What have we got? Okay. I haven't used the Gauss Prime in a while. Never used Mitre either. What do I want for a secondary?
Crucibles. Bizarre contraptions left behind from the time of Scholar's Landing. Master their alchemy to understand the elemental forces you wield. Locate a crucible. You found a crucible. Now, liberate the necessary amphors from your enemies. Mixing amphors of heat and cold creates a blast elemental force. At the crucible. Elemental force. Create another. deadly radiation, the product of heat and electricity and force. Scholar would have been impressed with how you've wielded his crucibles today. This struggle goes on for as long as you can stand. Secrets lie buried deep within the Undercroft. The paradox provides the means to extract them. You must protect the excavators and keep them powered.
I need to work with Uriel some more, to be honest.
An extractor is out of power.
Oh, I forgot I can roll over those ones.
I sense another void treasure.
No kidding.
Extractor deployed. Extractor charge expended.
Alright, seeing as A is alright, and likely something so much longer. Yeah. Oh well, that was good timing.
Treasure has been located. Extractor in place. Void treasure may now be extracted. Enemies are assaulting your excavator. Extractor deploying. Excavator is almost destroyed.
I didn't need to do that.
The way out is now open to you, but further buried riches are here for the taking. Leave now or later, but leave you must, for the Undercroft is inexhaustible. The Undercroft seethes with Thrax's violence. Burn it out with force. Destroy every enemy you find. Has barely begun. Return to the world above. Will you lay your sword aside and rest?
Nope.
Or fight on? This Tenno asset is destined to be destroyed by hostile forces. Intervene and change its fate. The enemy musters for a fresh assault. Hold the line. Winds blow fiercely. The rains do not relent. Still, the stout bough stands.
They not need death!
already half won. Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
Well, one thing we can be sure, Teshin's mathematics is terrible.
The enemy has been exhausted, if only for now. It is my duty to make extraordinary demands of exceptional people. The Void Angels that roost in the Zariman are breaking into the Undercroft. Repair the damage to keep them at bay. The ruptures can be closed, but if you collect enough ambient void energy, seize the globes that float nearby.
Not a good idea to just throw yourself randomly into the void. Oh, for heaven's sake. Stop having the same idea as me.
Void Angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast. Fight on. Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade.
Ah! Ah, that was silly. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going over here. Also, I actually remember where I'm supposed to head.
A breach has been sealed. Excellent work. If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will be freed. Do not allow that to happen. The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes. well to reinforce them. Do not expect me to tell you when to stop. Judge for yourself. Ah, the Jackal. A graceless machine with no business here. Dispatch it and move on. The body is well armored. The limbs, less so. Do not hesitate to attack when an opening presents itself. Avoid the beams. Now, strike while it's down.
Oh, looks like somebody already did that.
You have triggered its defensive precepts. Find where it has fled to. Seek out what protects it.
Damn, that's not worth using in its current form.
Shielding it from harm. Find out what. Stab it in the heart. Jackal destroyed. More will follow, no doubt. Some nightmares recur.
Might as well keep going.
I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough. The longer you can keep this Undercroft manifestation active, the greater the gains for the other side.
Oh. Throw yourself off the edge, why don't you? That's always constructive feedback.
Support drop imminent.
Oh, this is the most damage I've ever done with a Crisis Prime.
Life support is limited. It must not be squandered. I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough. A true Tenno understands how to combine the elements coursing through their warframes. Prove yourself. Find the crucible and the amphors it needs to create a complex elemental force. Your enemies hoard the amphors the crucibles need. Retrieve them. Blast crucible. Mix heat and cold amphors.
On.
Cut the enemy forces down. Take the amphors and hurl them at the crucible.
Yeah, we got the rough idea, mate. Oh, it's not even letting me pick him up now. Wow, we appear to have a bit of a minor problem here. Doesn't help if I completely miss what I'm supposed to be throwing at. I'm not pressing the button. Did I pick it up? Apparently not.
A new element is born. Find the next crucible. Combine electricity and toxin amphors to produce the corrosive elemental force.
Where is it? Yeah, see? Look. No, oh, finally got it.
Replicate these elemental combinations as you modify your weapons and warframes.
Okay, everybody's decided to have another.
It will wait for you.
Another job well executed.
Oh, not too many melee people there. All I need now is lag. What have I got? No, don't know. Unless... Nah. Nothing there I particularly want to run with. So I think we're going to go grab Gauss and go run what is it? Yeah, Perita Rebellion.
All set. Service your weapons myself.
I never remember which of these I typically use. I'm gonna guess it's the one with the highest damage. Yeah, probably. That seems like me. Or the extra ammo. Hello, Phoebe. Yeah, I know you've already been hugged, but a little hug doesn't hurt. Alright, so I'm going to be running the Perita Rebellion for at least half an hour, so I will take a quick break, dump the contents of my bladder, and then be back in a couple of minutes. Perita Rebellion coming right up. That's the wrong one. Oh. Do you know what? I haven't run the Perita Rebellion on the Steel Path, have I? Let's do that, just for fun. What are we doing? Oh.
scanners everywhere. We're totally exposed until you dig them up and neutralize them.
Detector scrambled! Energi's too many!
Look what my Ascaris did to one of your Warframes. What happened to its operator can happen to you too.
Oh, well, that was a most inopportune time for that. Well, at this rate, I think I'm going to stick doing the Perita Rebellion on the Steel Path from now on. Oh, come on, they can mine down. Oh, it's up here. There we go.
Detector troubles! Offending errors! Remove!
Right, well, if I can find any batteries, that would help. Oh, it's just me. Right, well, that's going to be kind of interesting. I realize everybody else left.
Captain Core changed to Anarch Mind.
Helps if I go the right way, don't you think? Even if I do only have a couple of seconds. This should be interesting. Oh, this is gonna take a long time. Oh, this is ludicrous. Phase 1. Yeah, this is not the best way of doing it. Ultimate fire doesn't work with this apparently. The archering section is going to be interesting. PB. I better start looking for more ammo. I'm making a bit of a dog's breakfast on it. Ah, excuse me. I had to sneeze and fight at the same time. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on, give me ammo. Oh.
You fought with honor. Then and now. Well done, my child.
That took forever. I'm not sure it's even worth doing it from that perspective. I mean, how long did that take me? Half an hour? Ah, good grief. Ah, how many bits do I need? Let me have a little look. Let's go have a quick chat with Marie. Let's see. Got the Ren Hypercore. Ren Hypercores? Yeah.
Come on. Let's at least pretend this mess can still work.
Marie.
I have missed you so, beloved wolf.
Oh yeah, I've still got a ways to go. Good grief. Now, granted, that will improve. Do you know what? I could simply have skipped that, because I think that gave me Lyoric bridges, but...
C'est la vie. Farewell, my wolf. Do not stray for long.
Right. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up. It's a bit of luck I won't be abandoned mid-fight.
You back into a war you barely survived. Remember the battles you were forced to fight, however bitter the memory. Everything depends upon it.
It's running low. Ammo airdrops incoming. Keep the area clear.
Can I get turret ammunition?
What are we doing? Oh, flying turrets with ammunition. Oh, and it's just me again. Oh, God. Oh, yay. Company. Come on.
Very hungry. Need reload.
Those turrets are back in fighting shape. No time to rest. You're needed elsewhere.
Must help Hivekin. Anarch's attack. Energy low. You must save. Energy is aid. Bring to Hivekin. Stay close to Hivekin, Tenno.
Oops.
Elder has new orders.
You're the only ones with Warframes? Allow me to educate you.
Loose signal. Much interference. Much ignorance.
I mean, this isn't, to be honest with you, that much harder than doing it on the regular path. It's the end bosses that are a real pain.
Tenno! Repair packs! Destroy! Or transport never explode!
Good girl, Phoebe.
you can.
Watch! And blink anarchs!
Your warframes cut down my comrades like cattle. See how it feels.
Be alert, Tenno. More come!
Every time you grind those bastards into the mud, and I feel a little twinge of pity. I remember what they did to my brothers. Primes. Draw them out and neutralize them. Prime Warframe spotted.
Would you care to face one of your former friends, Tenno?
Again? Let's hope this does a bit better than last time. More ammunition, the card. Here you go. gentle note to self. Need a better morsel. See, I'm alone on this one again, I think. Ouch, that tickled. slightly. Well, almost halfway done. I have no idea what the correct method of dealing with that is, but it strikes me the best way to do it is simply go over it as much as you can, or spend as little time being caught by it. That's why I can pull up the walls. Ah, run, 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 run. Shame it doesn't let you use the muzzle on the secondary. That would be so useful. More ammo. Shame I can't get Phoebe to retrieve ammunition for me. Didn't mean to go after the ammunition so early. I'd love to know what my hit percentage is on this thing. Okay, definitely need more ammunition now. Yes. Hell, this is taking a while. Oh, that was a silly moment. We fired the remaining magazine and then gone for the reload. Oh, that was poorly done. Crats! Oh, you're kidding me. I remembered it was a two-part battle. Realized I got another Tauron striking me. Let's do it. For what it's worth, that wasn't. What's really peculiar is those machine pistols I'm using. The Lieutenant Diplos. It's actually doing more damage than the Excalibur Prime. Stopped there. Look at the daft amounts of damage I'm doing. That took forever.
Recovering these memories, you have restored dignity to the dead and protected your past from corruption.
Oh, that's a suitable time, I think, to bring this to an end. Ah! That was not fun. That's the second time today I had to take on the end boss there, so everybody else just wouldn't let me to it. Well, hope that was amusing for everybody. Ah, I'll be back tomorrow. Prakash! Hey!
In the basement below,
I did not know you were there. How are you doing?
Is calling out for help.
Good to see you. The silly thing is, most of the Perita Rebellion in Steel Path is okay, you know, it's not that bad. It's the end fight when everybody just leaves you. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow in the morning. I'm glad you're surviving. I messaged you on Discord, incidentally. So, be back tomorrow morning with the Long Dark. I've exceeded 100 days in interloper mode, which isn't bad. And then I'll be back tomorrow evening with this. And I will do the last one on the Steel Park, and hopefully this time I won't get abandoned. I hope you all have a very good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.
Operator?